Right then, hello and welcome back to Forza Motorsport, moving on with the next group of events in arcade mode, which is of course Series 3. It's going to be a short one, this one, because it's only 2 stages, which is at the Pacific Shipyard. A very unique stage. I don't think this was actually brought back into the Forza franchise since the first game, which is very unusual. It's a rather unique stage. This is also the introduction as well to night racing, which again was not reintroduced into the Forza games until Forza Motorsport 6 in 2015, which was 10 years after this game. So yeah, what kind of stage is this? It's quite a... It's a bit hit or miss. I'm not particularly a fan of it, but it is a rather good stage nonetheless. It's got a lot of hidden sharpness of the corners as well. But yeah, we'll be absolutely fine. We're going to be moving on to B-class cars as well. And I'm not sure which car to pick for this one. We have the Nissan 350Z. We have the Mazda RX-7 Turbo, we have the Mercedes-Benz, Nissan Skyline. Nah, we're going to keep this to using only unique cars. I think everyone's going to be using Nissan Skyline at some point. We could use a Porsche Boxster, which is, as I always called a Porsche Boxster because someone I knew owned a Porsche Boxster, and we kept taking the piss out of him, saying it was the poor man's Porsche. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the Boxster just because, and we'll go for, it's a rather nice color. It's like a very deep green metallic. Now we'll go for yellow, something that'll stand out during the night time. And we'll get on with stage number 1. 1 o'clock in the morning, it is 45 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's actually pretty chilly. 11 mile an hour easterly winds as well. So I think we'll be fine. Hopefully this Porsche doesn't break down halfway through the stage. Okie dokie. We're starting 6th. Along with our unofficial teammate brethren in 7th place. Got a 911 Turbo in there as well. We've got the Vauxhall VX220, the Skyline in 2nd, the Subaru 22B, the RX-7 Spirit R, and the Mercedes C32. 2, 1, go! Oh, bloody Vauxhall, get out of the way. Oh, for God's sake. One thing I've noticed is that if you get right behind another car... Yeah, okay, move out the way, please. If you get behind another car and you're trying to pass them, they will purposefully slam on their brakes to slow you down. Which is a bit of a nuisance. Gotta remember where this track layout goes, because again I haven't raced on this layout for quite a while. Keeping up with the Skyline though, which is unusual for a Porsche Boxster to keep up with a highfalutin Nissan Skyline R32. Ooh. We're braking way too much of the corners. Oops. Oh, cheers then. And again, I'll mention it in case people missed it the first time, but there is no difficulty slider on arcade mode. The difficulty ramps up the further you progress in the arcade series. So these races are going to be fairly simple to start with, and then again, once you get into around about Series 8 or Series 9, that's when the AI take a drastic increase in difficulty. And that's when the races get much longer as well. Oh, I knew I was going to mess that up. It looks like a very... Oh, Looks like a very innocent looking corner coming up, and then it sharpens quite rapidly. And sadly, I don't think my car is going to look very pristine in the replays, but I'll save them anyway just to be on the safe side. And there we go. That is stage number 1 complete. And there we go. Yeah, not a bad little race, that one. How much did we win by over the Skyline? Gonna assume he's gonna be second. Yeah, the R34, not R32. By 2.5 seconds. Okay. Not too bad then. So, moving on with stage 2, which is exactly the same, it's just reversed. And what car shall we go with this time? We shall go with... the VX220 with the Opel version, the Speedster Turbo. Could go with the Honda NSXR, the Japanese edition. Go with the Cadillac. Big bulky thing taking up most of the road. Bentley Continental? Nah. Audi RS6? What about a Dodge Stealth? I don't think I've ever driven this car before. Just looks a little bit strange. Oh, that's quite a unique colour. Yeah, we'll go with something completely different. Something, you know, off the playing field. We'll go for a Dodge Stealth. Because I don't believe I've ever driven this car throughout the entirety of the Forza games I've played. I've never driven this car. The first thing I usually do when I pick a car is how the car looks. I usually go for the more boxier shape models. I don't go for the streamlined, like, futuristic looking machines. But hopefully this car actually pulls its weight and does us proud. So we got the Evo 8 in first and second, 3 Dodge Stealths and 3 Lotus Exiges. 6th, 7th and 8th. And go. Oh my god. It is so hard to judge the front of the car, because I thought I was actually going to get around the Evo 8 there. And I clipped him, so it's such a pain in the backside. That is one thing I don't like when you don't have a bonnet camera to judge where your car is positioned behind another one. Because the collision detection on this game as well is a little bit suspect at times. And the hitboxes of the other cars as well are absolutely massive. So you think you're clear around another car, and no, you've taken half of his rear deck lid off. So far so good though, we are pulling away. We're now 2.8 seconds ahead of everybody else. Also that popping as well that you can hear in the audio. I don't know why it's doing that. Again, I've mentioned this a couple of times. It's one of those annoyances that I cannot seem to get rid of. I've tried every setting in the Stellar OS, tried every audio output as well. I've tried using mono, I've tried using stereo, even Dolby Surround, and nothing stops the popping, unfortunately. But I did notice that someone else who is using an internal HDMI adapter, it's not the Stellar OS that I have, but it's another one. I think it's like RetroTink or something. They also have popping, so I think it is just something to do with the way the games are, the way that the frame rate is. I mean, because this game runs at 30 FPS, and oh, there's a corner coming up there. That's all right. Chain link fence will save us. So yeah, they had popping as well. So I don't know what it is about this game which causes the audio popping to such a severe extent, and I don't know how to fix it. Where's the corner? There it is. Yeah, that popping does get rather obnoxious in the end. It does grind your gears. I mean, I doubt you'd notice it as much because I always turn the volume down anyway on the uploads, so it might be not as noticeable as I would hear it because it's blasting in my ears. But anyway, there we go. That was stage 2 complete, and that was a lot easier in that car. We were... that's just the best lap time. I don't know how far away we were from second place then. Congratulations, you have unlocked the next series of arcade events. Thank you very much. And we get 3 lovely new cars as well for bronze, silver, and gold. So for the bronze prize, we get a 1992 Lancia Delta Integrale Evo. Rather sexy machine. For silver, we get the Ferrari F355. Yeah, that is going to be the F355. It's part of that racing game, the arcade game, the F355 Challenge. Lovely. And for the gold prize, we get the 2003 Dodge number 23 Viper Competition Coupe. Bloody marvellous. Not a fan of the coupe, it looks a little bit strange. Anyway, next time then, Series 4, we're staying with the night races. We have one night race at Sunset Peninsula Speedway. Then it's daytime for the Sunset Peninsula Infield, and then the final race at Laguna Seca. So, yeah, it is rather cool that you get to race the Speedway under the lights. But that'll be for next time, so I'm going to leave it for now. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and I'll see you for Event 4 in arcade mode. So take care, stay safe, and bye for now.